Okay.
Yeah, just roll through.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. It is 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Welcome to Joystiq Streams. My name is Anthony John Agnello, Joystiq Community Manager. Unlike this gentleman, I am not waking up in a bathtub looking at a woman's shoe. I am hanging out here with Jess Condit, who is playing D4, Dark Dreams Don't Die, for Xbox One. Hi, Jess.
Hello, Anthony.
And now a detective who searches the past.
This is a game made by a fella by the unusual moniker of Swery. Swery is best known for his Xbox 360 game, open world / survival horror freaking bug out called Deadly Premonition, which is actually pretty magical. And this is his first game since then.
Very special.
And this is you have already played through the first season of D4, haven't you, Jess?
I have indeed. The first 3 episodes.
Catch everyone up on what this is. We were talking about it in the pre-show, but give us the dirt. What is this?
So it's an episodic, basically a point-and-click adventure, but I'm using Connect.
It's been broken since that day.
And I kind of describe it as a mix of Harry Potter and Doctor Who, and a little bit of thriller in there too. Because he has a scar on his forehead, and it like throbs when stuff is going on. Because he got shot in the forehead and there's a bullet.
A gift is an expression.
Also, he can travel through time.
The person who sends it wants the feelings to be.
He's a detective. He's looking for
the feelings remain in a slightly different form.
And he only remembers bits of that night.
Treasures. Mementos.
So, Memento.
A little bit. It is a little bit. He can only travel backwards in time, and only if he has these mementos. Really, they are called mementos. And yeah. He takes them and then travels to where they came from and figures out what's going on. And he has a great Irish accent. Really good. Boston. So it's not Irish. We were talking about Irish, I'm sorry. It's a Boston accent. He used to be a police officer and now he's a private detective.
No results this time either.
Well, you were just being like rude to Bostonians, I was gonna say I respect that.
That was a legit mistake. Sorry.
I respect that disregard, Jess.
Yeah. Okay.
So what just happened in here? You woke up with gum on your face. We saw a lady hanging out with an owl and Michael Caine on some ice, and then this dead deer, and the girl seemingly fell in the ice. And now you woke up and this guy's bathroom's disgusting. His house looks pretty nice.
Well, see, it's disgusting and covered in blood. That's where his wife died. And that's where he goes back to when he finds mementos.
There's only one thing I need after work. Tequila. Straight up. Nothing mixed in.
It gets grisly, it gets kind of dark and depressing and awful, but it's also pretty funny. And it does have a pretty good mystery, as far as, it goes. He has a partner, he's going to show up.
The perfect stimulation for my lead-filled brain.
He has a roommate as well, right?
Has a weird...
You always look so happy drinking that.
It's a lady, you're going to see her in a second. It's a
I could have a drink too. Does it really taste that good?
And when I drank tequila, I actually took a shot with my hand and then I slammed it on the table.
That is awesome.
It's kind of fun, yeah. Oh. And this is my dead body.
Look very dead.
No, because I'm hallucinating. It is a bit Twin Peaks.
Well, Deadly Premonition. Deadly Premonition just flat out is Twin Peaks in a lot of ways.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So that's fine.
I have no memory.
Instead of, like, you know, a lurking, largely metaphorical horror living out in the woods, though, there is a real horror living
The
out.
only thing I do remember.
Apparently, I'm still not sure. There's something going on. Like, the end of the
Look for.
there is some kind of larger conspiracy happening.
Who is D?
Tied to this drug
Those words
called
keep
real,
spinning in my head.
and that his wife's death is tied to this drug. His whole body was drained of found real. So there's something. Oh my god, it gets so cool. It's like a straight up anime.
With no compelling evidence, the case hit a dead end. I quit the BPD. However,
Nightbaki just noted that the cell shading look is very, very cool
the capability to solve
thing, and it really is. Like, it does not look like, you know, the typical sort of, you know, the only people that really do cell shading with any kind of regularity at this point is like Suda 51. These games still have that look, but this is a lot.
I swear I will.
You know, it doesn't look like the most visually advanced thing on the Xbox One, but it certainly looks very nice.
Yeah, and I mean, it's.
Amanda?
We're gonna talk cell shading, like, you know, Borderlands or even Walking Dead has that. That helps me because, I mean, I love both of them. It works for this kind of.
Question from Artemis here in the chat is, how long is the first episode? So you're still in the prologue, right?
This is the prologue, and it's. I want to eat this food. Give me this food. Don't let me. But I can use vision too. I have the ability to see where are. But I have to bring both of my hands up to my head as if I were like really trying to read your mind on stage at a magic show.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool. So doing stuff uses when I interact with an object, basically, and if my stamina runs out, I actually never ran out of stamina, so I don't know. But I regain stamina by eating. Let in my crazy cat lady roommate. But where it becomes like a rhythm game. Really fun. Oh, I missed one. Once you figure out how it actually works, because there's almost like DDR.
Can't escape now.
The fun. And this is the crazy cat lady. Oh, and I dressed her in that. You can, yeah, you have costumes and stuff.
Oh, all right. So she's Did he just pick this woman up by the neck?
Gets food for us. And that's something of a lifeline for me, as I don't really go outside. Just who she is, though, well, my memory holds no answers.
Wow, this took a turn.
Yeah, as it does. Weird.
I was beginning to get a little too comfortable. I was like, oh, this isn't.
Oh, and I can yell these. Okay. I'm a little tired. So when the voice commands show up,
I was about to go to sleep.
just speak them.
You look ready for a coffin.
The dialogue options. You have like
Forrest Casey,
options,
a
and
detective
you
with the Boston Police Department, and my former partner. He still
And
helps me
that's-
out nowadays in my search for D. He's both a client
actually
and
really
a source
helps
of
when you're
information.
interrogating.
He gets whatever I need.
Well, why did you go in that room? And then the Connect is like,
Oh my god, so Joystiq's own Danny Cowan has just said that if you fail that QuickTime event,
I'm fighting with Diane.
and the cat lady puts that rat in your mouth. What the hell, game?
and there's a later scene where if you miss something, a
Don't
rat
come and
flies.
see me. Actually means get
I don't know
right over
what
here.
that's
But
all.
then leave me alone just means, well, leave me alone. How am I meant to make sense of that?
Oliver Platt looking dude. Does he know that your wife is dead?
Oh yeah, he's my
Oh, he's your partner.
partner. So he's been around, and he was with me when I was in.
Never show weakness.
I'm a private
No matter
detective.
who
and
you're
he's
fighting.
Oh,
solved
give me a
the
break.
mystery of
We're
my
not
wife's.
talking about some investigation here.
I see.
Fool to ask you. Man,
Dramatic with
God,
it.
it's so stupid.
Once feared as the mighty grizzly, detective among detectives. Now he's more like a big teddy
What's
bear.
the point of the place?
Teddy, what's this?
So, tell me.
Oh, they have
David,
agave
You
tequila.
heard the news
That's his.
about that airplane accident, huh?
Huh. That's very strange.
It's very specific. I like it.
Well, like, the food obsession seems to be a Swery signature at this point, because there's a lot of that in Deadly Premonition as well. Like, there's an absurd number of different, very specific foods you
We
can
might be
purchase.
looking at the real deal. I've got the good stuff for you this time.
Okay, and then this title screen. This it's like 80s. Always.
Oh my god.
Throughout the game, the detective, David, the killer all alone, David.
Why is she called Little Peggy Young?
I don't know. It creeps me out. Creeps me right out.
As Alexander just said, what the hell is going on?
Welcome, Alexander. Wasn't that a little Aaron Sorkin-y? If you did like
Yes,
like 80s,
absolutely.
80s cover, yeah.
I you know what? Like this.
Otherwise known as Razzakari.
You're a 654 breaks out the saxophone.
I have one.
This one promised to provide evidence.
Oh my
Being brought to Boston. Evidence that may.
Oh man, great. Now
real blood. But then
I just
the
need
light-
Microsoft to announce a system redesign so I can get an Xbox.
He escaped somehow?
No. When I say vanish,
Is there, like,
that's pretty much.
God, this is going to be an old man statement. But are there places where you can rent a console anymore? That used to be a thing that you could do.
So, clue me in.
No, I swear to God, you would go to a place and you could rent a console for the weekend.
The name of the boss he was
They
going
got
to
rid of
give up
Blockbusters, so
apparently starts with the letter.
Alexander thinks he's not
This courier
in the
might
chat
have had evidence revealing
that he
the
and
identity
Joystiq's
of
Danny
Dean.
Cowan will have different views.
So, interested yet?
This game's amazing. So Alexander, you should play it.
Let me ask you again. A passenger simply vanishing from an aircraft mid.
Haikus from Buddha. I don't see how a game reviewer does not have every console. We still have to buy them.
Yeah, you can.
They're expensive.
So I'm not
No.
yelling the
It's
answers
impossible.
because I'm having a conversation
Someone
with my
pulling the
partner.
strings behind this
I'm
mystery.
yelling the answers because we are on a delay, and
Right on the money.
yelling at Anthony at this point. But if there's some nice silence, I will actually yell the answers. So if I say anything,
Courier away. Lots of people want the evidence.
I think that would only be appropriate, to be perfectly honest.
yeah, I could. I'll just excuse me. Hello.
From the evidence I was able to bring, this
And now
particular
I'm
item is the most
Into
interesting. The owner of that badge
Crashed. It was hit by lightning,
in this
and it-
incident.
how it's connected to my wife.
It's totally cool with that woman just like
No doubt about it.
sitting on the floor
This is a memento.
chasing things like a cat.
It's yours then.
Yeah, it's weird.
Let's
They
hope
just
it's
kind
the last one you'll ever
of,
need.
I'm not sure. She just showed up apparently one day. So it is like she's actually a cat. And she just lives there, yeah. And she gets groceries sometimes.
I want to move into this game.
Yeah. And oh my gosh, his apartment is so cute. Like his little brick thing. He has a little archway in his house. It's cute. So I'm going to try to use this. Just push thing. Instead of grabbing it, which is the actually physically weird. Yeah, and things react to that. It's really fun. And I think there's even achievements for, you know, pushing all the things. Haikus from Buddha. Consoles aren't really expensive.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, come on, man. Well, we could go like search around his bedroom, and there's some extra stuff there. But let's get on with the cool part where I can go back in time onto a plane that's about to get struck.
Oh, can I just say really quickly? Everyone is hot.
Yep.
Like, that was not the case in Deadly Premonition. Like, the lead character in Deadly Premonition was hot, and the woman who was a local police officer who was sort of his love interest was hot, and everybody else was just sort of kind of wretched.
All the help.
But
These are pretty people.
David.
everybody's hot in this game.
You may have
Love
quit
it.
the force, but that fact won't change.
Even the portly partner. He's
Hell, if you trace it all the way back,
He's a fetching dude.
join up in the first place.
Teddy.
dialogue. Also, the doorknobs in this game are really awkward.
Danny, George Woodman was totally hot. Which one was George, Danny?
Amanda, I'm just trying to give him a reason to live.
We need to work on Anthony's definition of hot, Alexander said. Maybe.
Alexander, we've already determined on this and many other streams that my taste is impeccable, sir. Impeccable.
Oh, Peggy. Time has been frozen for me since that day.
It's weird that this main character, he does
Will I
call
see
his
you this
dead
time?
wife little. Calls his wife little Peggy. I don't know why, and it creeps me out. Oh, so that was the prologue. It's shorter than I remember. So the next episode. That's what
That's the plane.
Yeah. Much shorter than.
All cat ladies on a plane.
It's a plane. I can see all my things.
Yeah, I want to see the stats.
Yeah.
I want to see what the hell is going on there.
So they track credits earned, stamina spent, distance traveled. So if you walk farther, yeah, calories ingested. And with Connect, I have stats for like how I use the Connect. I'm playing with right hand. Swaps, grabs, lassos, voice, status volume.
That's very strange. Number of limbs lost. What the hell?
Right? Like, oh god.
What are you doing, game?
Sorry. So, but it seems like they were confident they're like, here, this is how you use Connect, and we know exactly what you're doing all the time. Because we're watching. Creepy.
Alexander says I have the Marmite of taste. That is not accurate.
What does that mean?
Do you know what Marmite is? Marmite is
Or something, right?
yeah, it's a fairly repellent vegetable spread.
They're calling for you. No, they're not.
Get in here and play that game, dog.
I know. They're sleeping now. They don't want to. They're looking at me like
they're
that.
totally uninterested.
They're over it. They already saw this game. They're over it.
It's weird that it's interesting that you get kicked out to the menu and have to choose the next episode rather than it just flowing right in.
I didn't have to when I
This
played.
is a story of
Oh, really?
That's because I just
a
selected.
very strange fate.
Yeah. This is my first time replaying it. So.
Look, it's like I've grown wings.
We'll get to that awesome intro scene.
Yes.
They have it in every episode. Yeah, like the TV
Awesome.
show. It's awesome.
Get the perfect Strangers theme song going on in the background.
Good. Not a bad idea. So Gordian knot. Do you know what that is? What is
Okay.
Episode
This
1,
is-
Gordian knot.
A Gordian knot is this is a phrase that I am familiar with in science fiction books,
The lavatory.
and now I can't remember what that means.
I figured you would be a
Successful
person
dive.
to know.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
I went to bed at
Allows me
3 a.m.
to
in a
die
rage
fast.
because of alien isolation, so I'm a little punchy today.
I see.
The day little Peggy was killed,
Talked about that on the podcast.
I survived.
Yeah.
Good.
Everybody wants to know about
Somehow,
freaking alien isolation. Listen to tomorrow's podcast and go into that.
I gained this power.
But remind me what a Gordian knot is.
That has to be a sign.
I have
of
no
something.
idea. I was asking.
Oh,
This will surely tell me the truth.
All right.
In the chat, we have answers.
Yeah, limesy limes. Gordian knot, a knot that has no visible beginning or end in the rope.
Oh, okay.
Look for
Yes.
beauty. I can't get a voice out of
Or
my
whatever
head.
that thing was called in the Neverending
Who
Story.
killed her?
Oh,
Bryn, God,
Who is
my
the-
brain is just not working today.
that's okay.
The only way to silence that voice is to change my fate.
All the dialogue that I can't hear. Things I do for you people. So I learned this when I played. I like kept using all these objects and grabbing everything I could. So I can buy food and
I kind of want to know what happens when your stamina runs out.
maybe at the end.
Yeah, I'm a little curious.
Yeah.
Vanishing from an
Asks
airplane
you-
during a flight?
Motion or say
That's
something asks you to
impossible.
do it. Or in character you do. Yeah, it like gives you
Something I'm
points.
missing.
Character.
How accurate to Mr. Young you get it? That is so cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kinda fun. I assume if I could do a Boston accent.
David.
Little Peggy?
Sir, are you okay?
Oh, Alexander's
Just
angry at me
seen a
for
ghost.
forgetting the name of the talisman from Neverending Story.
Oh no! It thought I said I'm sorry! Oh well.
My apologies, Olivia. You just look so much like an old girlfriend of mine.
And then they have a little bit of Sherlock mixed in
What's
here
that
too.
supposed to mean?
Notices things about everyone, you know.
Second, I actually
all the
thought little
clues.
Peggy had come back to life.
No! It thought I said I'm sorry! Oh well. Hey,
I have to get back to work.
Anthony.
Sure.
Hey,
No
hold
problem,
on.
Olivia.
Wait,
Oh,
why did you do
Alexander.
this?
Just
Oh.
one thing.
Are you sure that you have the orange spelled right, Alexander?
Hold on.
Huh. I did have you?
We don't take kindly to
Tell you what.
stowaways, if that's what
I
you mean.
brought in Alexander.
A stowaway, am I?
Well, I brought in Alexander for two
Miss
reasons.
Olivia
One,
Jones.
I wanted to grill him about the spelling of Orin.
You're on to me.
But I also wanted to bring Alexander in so the three of us could judge how hot everybody is in this episode.
Is that what we're doing?
Of D4. That's what's happening.
Yes, it is.
Did he just put his gum on the wall?
Oh yeah.
That is a dick move!
I know. I don't know why either. But the gun is obviously...
Language, Anthony.
Forgive me, I was kind of aghast.
Also, this is the biggest, like, various plane I've
Ever.
Yeah, the aisles are so wide.
It's like a 1980s plane.
And there's no one on this flight.
Oh, Timo42 has asked an important question, Jess. How do the butts compare to Halo? So far, pretty impressive. There are no Halo 4 butts. Halo 4 has the
United States
finest
Marshal.
butts in all the video games.
You're transporting a key
They're
witness,
good butts.
but reading a completely different file. Does that just mean you're
Yeah,
passionate about
I
your
would give
job?
this. I would give this a 1998
There's
J-Lo
going on here.
on
wow.
the butt scale, but not a 2003 Beyonce.
Derek Buchanan,
I wouldn't even go J-Lo.
United States Marshal, the owner of the
Really?
military
I would-
used to get here, along with a name that starts.
Well, let's see. What's her face?
Two
Is that,
signs I can't ignore.
don't say it's a good butt.
I said I'd kill you if I
Other
saw
one. What's
you
the new one? She just did that Anaconda song.
It seems we.
Oh, Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj. This is no
Nicki
Nicki.
Minaj?
This is no Nicki.
Nicki Minaj.
I love me
Yes,
Nicki
I also-
Minaj.
Of course you-
Love me some Nicki
Quit your
Minaj.
jabbering.
Do I need a rap solo
Why do
in
you
my
keep sticking
song?
your nose
Call
in
me
this
Nicki
business?
Minaj.
I've got a question for you too. Why do you only investigate?
The
The only thing that would have made Taylor Swift's "Shake It Off" better
Antonio Rabbit
is if Nicki Minaj had a rap solo.
called Real Blood.
Thing
He
that
also
would
has
make
evidence that could
Taylor
lead to
Swift
the
No,
Shake It Off
no. I don't want to hear your negativity. There's enough negativity. You are only allowed to speak in positives, and here is the positive. Nicki Minaj rap solos make all songs better. There.
I agree.
I agree with that.
Done.
You
Truly
should get
agree.
out as quickly as
However,
can.
you can't make fun of Anthony for liking Marmite or whatever, and then say Taylor Swift's "Shake It Off" is good.
to remember you by.
Thank you, Jess.
I said
appreciate
nothing.
that.
I said nothing about Anthony liking or disliking Marmite,
Something about taste was
which-
said.
which, by the way, is pretty much the most vulgar substance ever created by human hands.
It is. I haven't eaten it in a really long time, but it is pretty rough.
I've never even seen it in person.
So, Alexander,
there was-
if you were going to give D4 a butt rating, because you said that my concept of what is and what is not hot was suspect. Because I was referring to David Young here. David Young is clearly a fetching man.
He's
And
adorable.
Cat Lady,
Snow
I'm into that.
Cherry blossoms on the back.
Yeah.
They change them according to the season.
It isn't totally atrocious.
On a plane.
But
Oh, yeah. I traveled back in time to a plane.
God, now is it? I'd expect no less flying.
How who
coach, of
killed my
course. Would it have
Oh,
killed
'cause that's
you
not like
some
one of my-
real stitching?
Let's do that.
Honestly,
And
My last flight
you.
from
I don't ask for opinions from the uninspired. Suki, baby, what do you think?
Yeah, this is
Dress
about-
all the seats white, then crown them with a single pink star.
Guy has conical bayonetta hair, and I love it.
It's amazing.
Change all
Oh,
these
he's one of my favorite
black
characters.
lights, but not too dramatic. Just play it
Does
straight.
your mannequin?
Wow. So
ever
so that's Kim Cattrall from Mannequin in Hollywood for
Yes.
for the modern audience. I got this.
I'm Duncan.
I didn't understand those
And
words.
this is Suki. We're top fashion
Mannequin?
designers, the both of us.
Oh, we've been over this because I talked
Oh, we
about it.
have, yeah, we have done this.
And
Are we really old?
you're not old. I'm just younger.
Honestly, where are the editorials about this representation right here?
Yeah.
I know.
Seriously?
Bad.
Where
I'm
are
sure.
those
Can
editorials?
I ask you something?
Paraphiliac fashion designer.
I don't need your opinion. After
What?
all, I
Paraphiliac.
have.
They
What does
explain
that?
that.
What does that mean?
The love of objects.
Sunglasses
Like
in particular
fall in love and
are
do sex.
strikingly progressive, don't you think?
wife.
This is avant-garde.
Happening.
This is happening.
The
don't-
epitome of my next theme.
Love that I live in a world where this is like what Microsoft showed on stage at E3 to be like exclusives, baby.
The cot that was blocking the aisle has been moved.
I
Now
love
expand
that
my search
happens.
area a little wider.
Okay, also, everyone, take notice. The cart on this plane only takes up half of the aisle. What plane? What plane is that? No extra room. Passcode.
4,539? 4,539?
Oh, no, good butt. No, you're right, good butt.
Yeah.
Curvy yet supple and firm.
Is there a problem?
The west side window. The sun set.
Oh, there's no butt
that's
squeezing?
the west. The west side window. The angle of the
How has
second
nobody done
is
that
the
with
left
a
side
Kinect at
in
this
regards to
point?
our direction of travel. That window right there. That window made a noise, didn't it? You heard it, right? I have to inform Dr. Johnson. Going to Washington, D.C. by plane. Nonsense.
I don't know where you guys are on the.
She has her name written on everything.
There is a woman who has clearly got a fear of flying.
Yeah. So this is Alexander.
So bad. This plane is going down.
It's okay. There's no problem.
Oh, shut
HR.gif.
HR.gif.
Strikes on the flight over. There's most definitely a problem.
R.gif.
The window will keep on creaking.
One day, yes.
Suddenly it will
One
break.
day, we will have an
Like
HR
crazy.
representative who
Lightning
cares
will
what
hit us
happens
again.
on this.
A direct hit.
One day.
Lightning?
Alexander, just start talking about sharks and how long sharks live, and how they're you know, you only need 2 feet of water. Just 2 feet of water for a shark attack to take place.
Awesome.
That's the limit. Just 24 inches, Jess. So if you ever, you know, just decide to, like, dip your toes in, you guys will never know about my greatest fear.
How could you know that?
Yeah, don't tell us.
Is there a problem, madam?
This dumb shit.
Prevent myself from ever being a participant in this game of Joystiq chicken.
Well,
Hey, you
madam,
heard
I'm
it.
sure you did.
Find out Anthony John Agnello's greatest
Very
fear.
well.
I just.
Please allow me to handle this.
Unbelievable.
Or
Well, let me see now. Mr. Young, wasn't it? I have to admit, I didn't expect to ever see you again.
See, I like how Jess had to
Can't
sort of
imagine
just,
why.
like, sort of tiptoe around actually declaring the internet find out
Yeah.
Anthony's true
did
fear.
you hear me thinking
Because
through that? Like, no,
we
don't
all
do that.
know if the internet actually put its mind to it, that is something that would happen.
48 hours later, my life would be over.
Yep.
Yep.
This guy, did he just take True Blood? Is that what happened?
The
Well,
type
we're
of
not sure. Right now, it just
even
looks
if
like
he
a
gets
concealer.
killed, maybe.
Head coming out of his mouth.
Oh,
So
I
that's
wonder.
No, it's real blood,
Real
not
blood.
True Blood.
Yeah, not.
If you're going to cause trouble, I may have to eject you from the game.
Trouble? Me?
Never seen a flight
Your odds
attendant
was about
that
to
was
fall
that
off.
jacked.
It looks expensive,
Right?
so I didn't think you'd want to lose it.
It's in the
You're
aisles.
flying the wrong airlines, Anthony. That's all I can say about that.
Look, let me say this. It
You need
was
to step up your
You're gonna
Virgin
bench
Atlantic,
anyone?
is what I'm saying.
It was really nice when I finally flew Virgin Atlantic. I was like, there's a lot of space. I like the dark lighting on this thing. The amenities were fine. And then when they forced me to sit through a rap video as a safety monologue, I was like, I'm never doing this again. I'm out.
To be honest,
Easy
I
dance.
still don't know if
Ugh.
any one of them is who I'm
Ugh.
after. But there's a
Yeah.
bad load of room for suspicion. Isn't that right, little Peggy?
No,
Easy dance.
little piggy. Oh yay, we get to meet the creepiest character in this whole game. Very soon.
You're a 6x4, I bet it's drugs like Robocop's and Nuke. I love crappy sci-fi drugs. Like, have you guys seen Dredd? The Judge Dredd movie? Came out a couple of years ago.
If you speak ill of the new Judge Dredd movie, we are going to have words.
Alexander, I was just about to say, it's like one of the best things that I think I've seen in the past couple of years. I only just watched it like a couple of weeks ago, and I freaking loved it.
So good.
It's so good. It's just great. And slow-mo is the drug in that, and I want a video game where you can take slow-mo, and, I mean, it's just bullet time. It's a drug that gives you bullet time. But I would love having to balance, like, an addiction to that. That would be awesome. See? Alright, Swery, the director of this game, we were talking about how he's so crazy active on Twitter. He's just been retweeting our own Danny Cowan right now.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice of him. Yeah, thanks for making stuff. Hey, thanks, guy.
Buddy.
I'm gonna buy some food because my stamina. I have so many credits. Cat has a bow on its back.
Why is there a cat just hanging out on this plane?
Well, my roommate cat has a bow too, right? It actually is a cat. I want to buy this. I want to buy. Maybe I'll use the controller here actually, because I want to scroll over, and it won't let me.
Oh, that cat.
So for those just joining the stream, what is D4? Like, wait, is this a detective story?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's Harry Potter, Doctor Who.
I'm really hoping that John Cena 341 asking us what is D4 is actually John Cena.
Like, what's going
Please
on?
tell me that you are actually John Cena. Because I want to explain to a WWE wrestler what this game is. Like, alright, so, you're a detective and your wife is dead.
Are you buying from the cat?
Yeah. Oh, the cat's the store. Duh, Alexander.
Where is he storing this? In the bow? Does he have like a Mary Poppins bow bag?
Hey man, put it in the bow bag, you know what I'm saying? Stuff it in a bow bag. I don't...
Why
that
don't
just
people
sounds...
understand?
That's really filthy.
Look, Cheney.
Were you fighting with that male crew member all this time?
Fighting? I was educating him. Educating
Talking to Alexander in a week.
danger we are in. He was just like that on the
Oh, Dark Lurker 23 as a pretty
obviously has trouble
compelling argument here.
Oh.
He thinks that
He's always having to calm himself
the
down
cat
with
that you're purchasing those items from is
all
Cat
here
Lady
in my notes.
from your apartment.
Right, yeah. Like, it clearly is modeled after her. Woman in life jacket.
Just what are you?
Yeah, so, like, that's clearly the cat in his apartment, but yeah, is it actually a cat?
What are you blathering about now?
Partner also saw her as a
Maybe you're
woman.
hoping to.
Alexander, it's time for you and I to start working on our spec script.
Let me ask you.
Cat Lady with
why
cat in your
aren't you wearing
apartment
your
sells you
jacket?
things as a regular
When
cat
something
everywhere else
does happen,
on a
show
plane.
me proof that there'll be time to get one out and put
Hey,
it
we'll
on.
write that after we
It's
finish
like
the
Dr.
spec
Johnson
script. Metroid
always
Knights.
Be proactive, not reactive.
Metroid Knights is going to be basically, it's going to be Baywatch Nights.
Is it? I was about to say, is this based on Baywatch?
It's going to be Baywatch Nights, but with Samus instead of the girl from Law and Order.
See, Jess, there used to be a show called Baywatch,
Once upon a time.
I actually did watch that one.
Than you look.
and it was about lifeguards, and it starred a gentleman named Hasselhoff.
Production?
You might know him as the star of drunk YouTube videos.
That's where I know.
For those of us of a more vintage nature, David Hasselhoff was from the show Knight Rider, which was about a talking car.
Alexander, did you almost just call us men of a certain age?
I said vintage, and that talking car was voiced by, what was his name? Mr. McFeeny from Boy Meets World.
Really?
That was Kit?
Yep.
That's amazing.
You take
This is a
notes on
revealing
everyone you
dream.
meet?
I thought that guy just was
I think
Mr.
they're
Problem with
doing,
that?
like, weird
Not
cats that are
necessarily.
selling stuff in this
But
lady
why?
talking.
It's all part of my
Might as well,
methodology for achieving
get
peace of mind.
Yes, what are the extra cases?
Really?
Yes,
I'll do one when we run into
methodology for
but
achieving
they're just
peace
little
of mind.
things. Like,
It's like Dr. Johnson always says, there are no guarantees
talk a little more
in
and then
life. Find a way to achieve peace of mind.
certain.
You can do connect things.
Like I could.
So in this scene, is he doing like the Jake Gyllenhaal from Time Lapse thing?
You're saying
Where he's going back and doing it again and again to try and.
Yeah, once went wrong and hoping each time is next home. Yes, exactly like that.
But he's going to different places though. He's going to different places.
Just what is she planning?
Back to the same place.
Hey, you.
Where is the Bacula DLC for D4? That's my question.
You know, honestly, if there was anything you could get away with having Bacula
I'd love
DLC,
to do it myself, of course. But I've got to count the squeaks this fucking window here makes. So I want you to go.
By the way, Jess, Scott Bakula.
I do need
it.
You might also remember him from a little show called Star Trek Enterprise,
Yes.
which will be forever forgotten. It's a Star Trek show.
So, Alexander, this is a true story. This is the true story about the time when I actually almost died because.
In other words,
this happened. I got home. Serious. I get super serious. So I get home, I have this giant burrito filled with soy, cheese, and barbecue tempeh. I'm so excited. And I flop down on the couch, and I'm like, I'm watching TV. I turn it on, and Star Trek Enterprise is on, and I've never seen it before. And I'm like, okay, I'll watch an episode of Bacula Trek with my burrito. 2 seconds later, Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince walks out, dressed like a Klingon. And I started laughing so hard at the fact that Uncle Phil was a Klingon that I started choking on the burrito. And was like legit choking. And my roommate had to come out and start hitting me on the back to get me to cough up this piece of burrito. Because Star Trek Enterprise was so funny just by existing that it almost caused me to die by way of burrito.
One day you will meet Scott Bakula, and you will need to tell him that story.
I'm just gonna tell him the whole thing. Hey man, that time Uncle Phil was a Klingon on your show? Were you really expecting somebody to take this Enterprise seriously?
One more window. Ah, where's the extra window? This is the side case. And I'm trying to... I did it!
that's a pretty good one.
By the way, I can't remember the last time I saw a plane this empty.
Excellent. None of the other windows.
There's no one on this plane, and it's...
My God, Uncle Phil was Shredder?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I would have done better when I was back on the force.
What?
Yeah.
Safety of the windows is assured.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
However,
that happened.
Oh,
there's still plenty of
The
danger
world
lurking
just
on this
exploded.
plane.
This is exactly what enlightenment feels like.
Still must go on.
What is the hypochondriac here telling you?
So I took this chance to reread
It's
some
not really a hypochondriac.
you have your old notes.
Worried about the
Yes.
plane going down.
Of course I did.
She
What
is
was the
saying,
point
hey,
of
these...
not having them with
Oh,
me
look,
at
I
all
see.
times. Here's one.
And, oh, these windows are making noises. That means...
1 year, 2 months, and 11 days ago, a commercial on cable TV. So completely terrifying. My handwriting is all squiggly from trembling in fear. Apparently, as carpets age, their corners start to get folded back. I checked a carpet corner just now, and there was
Well, I mean,
more than one
it is
of
giving an
them.
accurate representation of the game.
There are more of these silent assassins.
This is what it's like to play this.
Who knows
Oh man,
what
okay, we gotta get to this.
shithole scenario.
I describe him in
I need you to go and check for them, and do it quick, smartass.
Well,
Go get to work.
large
Ready,
man.
set, move, move, move!
Side quests, lady.
Hey Jess, the chat would like you to throw her out of the plane. Can you do that?
I wish I could, honestly. I want to stop talking to you.
Otherwise, we're all
Did you
dead.
nudge her?
Our lives are counting
Oh,
on you.
Right now.
Can I just rest a moment?
Oh dear. Don't have much. I want you back here as quickly as possible. Thank you very much. Otherwise, I just might get an anxiety attack.
I need her to freak out so she distracts the guy guarding the.
Oh no, he's making a yawny face. I can't.
Is he yawning? Is that what's happening?
Dumbass!
Oh, that's terrible.
I'm pushing her as much as I can.
I'm super susceptible to that.
Oh, wait. Alright, Dark Lurker says that you can open the plane door.
I can do
Jess,
this. Yeah, right here.
pop it open.
The luggage
Well-
is hitting it. That's what's making the window squeak.
Oh my.
So, Roth, pro tip, if you run out of stamina, go back to the apartment and have Kason cook you a free meal.
I can use this to make that nervous
have
wreck
so
go
much-
into overdrive.
I can just buy it from the cat.
God, open that door. This is about to get awesome.
Not acceptable.
And open it. I can only hit it and make the woman freak out. Yeah, but it's working.
I can't take any more of this. You've heard it before, you know.
There's gonna be a lot of time.
So is it intentional that the font is the same as the Resident Evil font? Like that Capcom font?
That's the font that he uses in Deadly Premonition. That's like
Nothing of them.
another like sort of signature tick.
This is completely unacceptable.
There is a specific name for that old style typewriter font, and I can't remember what it is.
Courier.
Typewriter.
Courier.
Is it just typewriter?
Number D-3582. I've burnt it into
Microsoft.
my brain. Once I'm home,
Weird.
yes, I am going to sue you. I have never been so mad in my life. But I
A good friend who is an editor over at Norton Publishing, and just to irritate him, whenever I write something and he asks to take a look at it, I convert the entire thing to Courier, just to annoy him.
and every
Font nerds.
It's not Comic Sans. That's good.
Aren't you supposed to do Comic Sans?
No. If you want to really annoy an editor, you gotta go for deeper cuts.
It is, madam. I could show you to your seat.
one where I can't hear the
Oh, and don't number the
Nasty
pages.
window noises in pieces.
Well,
If you'll just allow me to explain the procedure for your upgrade.
I suppose that
Or because there's like
okay.
whatever on the door.
How do you measure G's in
I
strings?
don't. It's probably not G. It's just pressure. I don't know. I just said words.
How many G strings are holding that door closed? Is essentially what I'm asking.
Alexander, simple but effective. What is going on with this guy?
This guy. He's the cool guy. He's tall.
This guy.
In the instant I saw that big man, the scar on my forehead started to throb. It's never happened before.
Maybe the guy's Voldemort. Oh no!
In the instant that I saw that big man, the scar on my forehead started to throb.
Voldemort. And
Oh, he is a...
What are you doing here?
I don't think he can walk down the aisle. Like, he would hit his head. Oh, no, he really is that tall.
Yeah, he has to tilt his head.
My scars desperately.
Guys, I just had a fairly brilliant idea. Shoot this down. The chat can shoot this down. Should we live vlog / stream us watching the season premiere of the Newsroom? Should that happen?
Yes.
The joystick activity that people would enjoy.
I would personally.
That would alienate.
Wait, when is the
Yeah.
Hey, enough already. How long you planning on keeping
I know, right?
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm excited for Circinian writing.
I know.
Get out here now!
Oh.
Tried to get into Shonda Rhimes' new show.
A pilot.
I'm going to. I'm very much gonna watch it, but
Fucking with my fake eye, weren't you? Trying to take it while I was sleeping? Is that your ass or your head? No more messing with
How to Get Away with Murder.
Hit in the face!
More lightning?
Fight in the bathroom.
Bad. Real bad.
Giant doctor. Like
See,
what?
Is that the guy who played Candyman? He's way too skinny to be Candyman.
Fake guy. Didn't I, bitch? Antonio Zapatero. There you are. You're
Yeah, why isn't there a joystick replacement for their words option? Why aren't they all saying bum bum? Where do I get that shirt? That shirt is out of control.
Wait! Antonio Zapatero? There's no way to stare into the dare.
If you want to know about me,
This has an interesting question. I thought there were like a medal, an award medal sitting in a chair.
Oh, that was a coin
Whatever it is, I
at
need
the right times,
Are you serious?
and they are achievements basically.
Then I'll
Just collect them.
take it. By force.
This is the awesomest cutscene that I have seen since Ninja Blade.
And this is I missed one here, and the rack did fly into my mouth.
Alexander, do you remember Ninja Blade? Xbox 360 exclusive?
I never played it.
From Software?
I did not play it.
It's one of those games that you would just be furious with me for liking if you knew more about it. It's almost all quick time event.
I'm actually furious just hearing you talk about it. I mean, if we're being honest right now.
It just got serious.
Curious.
Furious.
Just living.
So angry.
Zapatero? I'm not
Oh no, his wife fell apart.
I know. No. Playing baseball.
Things just got serious.
Did play softball, so of course my hit was perfect.
This is how you use a megaphone.
Oh, I have to shout. Ah! Yeah, that's part of the game. You have to shout. Oh,
face.
What is going on
I'm
in
shouting.
this game?
Everything.
Maybe, but that doesn't
Yell at him. Yell at him,
I
Chad.
did.
tell me.
Is that a woman's leg? Or is that the mannequin's leg?
The mannequin's leg.
I'm gonna kill you.
Game's amazing.
And then it has you, so it has you do like the rhythm games where you just slide your hand into the phrase. But then it has you do like extra things, like punch, like actually punch someone. And it really does read pretty well where your hands are.
Synchro stun.
Yeah.
How about
Definitely just got kicked in the nuts.
you've had enough, right?
God.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say.
It's almost too beautiful. It's like staring at the sun.
Yeah. So good. Finally, a console seller for X-Bone.
This is again. I said it at the top. This is like making me want to buy an Xbox.
I know. It's really good. It's really fun.
Hey, my wife just walked in. Honey, can I buy an Xbox? She's reminding me that I said I never would because I don't want the NSA putting the Kinect footage of my living room in their database. Haven't. That's a real thing.
You can always politely ask the NSA not to put your Kinect footage on the internet.
Hey, come here and say hello.
Are you on the internet?
You say hi to everyone in here.
Yes, he's on the internet.
Let him go.
Olivia?
Yeah, everybody can hear you.
Hi, internet.
Everybody.
We don't take kindly to stowaways.
No, you don't. No, you don't sound like an idiot. Not great.
Are you?
That's hello, viewers.
This is so fourth wall breaking.
Alexander, can you imagine it? Can you imagine anything else being more appropriate for this game?
No.
That's about right.
Yeah. Let it be known, everybody, Joystiq Streams does the high concept business.
Ooh, everyone's favorite part's coming up. Right. Oh, was that not the title screen?
This is starting to remind me of the Chris Christopherson vehicle, Millennium.
Yes! Oh, accurate!
I don't know that one.
It was a movie where they would steal people from the past.
Yeah. While flying on planes.
While flying on planes to populate the future.
That sounds odd.
Super weird. And it came out at almost the exact same time as Langoliers.
Which Yaddle has brought up right now.
Oh yeah, there you go, Yaddle. Yeah.
So yes, Langoliers would be the other concept, which is similar but different to Millennium. Which was also weird because then you had the Lance Hendrickson vehicle, Millennium, which was Chris Carter's X-Files spin-off, where it was like post Silence of the Lambs but pre-Hannibal. And it was like about like creepy serial killers and everything.
It was so the X-Files was like the sci-fi, and Millennium was the biblical demons, Miltonian sort of bag, as opposed to aliens.
I just found out something actually that's really cool to me for no reason. But if I put one finger up, like with the Kinect, if I'm just holding like a number 1, the on-screen hand just move its fingers down. It's like it's pointing. There's no reason for that in the game. That's just...
What is that woman doing in her chair?
Well, we're going to find out right now. She looks a little different, doesn't she?
That's a low-cut top, let me tell you.
My hands and feet are crazy.
Oh, that's the same woman. I didn't recognize her without her,
You there. Perfect time.
Her crazy on?
Yeah, she didn't have her crazy on.
She has different crazy on right now.
What?
She thinks that the whole plane is electrified.
What are you talking about?
As seen on TV, crazy on. Get your crazy on. The gel.
Apply directly to the floor.
Apply directly to the crazy. Apply directly to your bow bag.
Everything is screaming in pain.
It's a really interesting character model. You know, like, this is a very odd thing, but I don't know about you guys, but I really like it when game makers make people who aren't either really, really pretty or really, really ugly. They just look normal.
So one of my favorite interviews I ever did was with Keiji Inafune over Frank West.
Cool. Oh yeah, great example, Alexander.
Yeah.
Because he thought Frank West was really ugly.
Really?
They wanted him to be not a pretty character because typically in Japanese protagonists are usually attractive males. Case in point. So they wanted Frank West not to be a good-looking guy. Well, problem is,
He's really good looking.
Frank West is a good-looking guy.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why when you look at the sort of character models that they came up with for Dead Rising 2, and then what was it? Capcom versus Tamagotchi. What was the thing?
Oh, Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
Right.
I got there.
Like he is uglified, oddly enough, because they didn't want him to be as attractive as he was in Dead Rising 1.
Interesting.
Weird. It was weird.
It's so odd.
Why did they think he was ugly?
Because he wasn't like 120 pounds,
Right.
and
Okay.
As Danny has said, Frank West was a beefy man.
Yeah.
He's covered wars, you know. God, what a great game Dead Rising is.
And you'll die. So just keep your fear-mongering.
but because Frank West was like a normal dude, he wasn't a good-looking dude. But then, of course, you take into account different sensibilities, and normal-looking dudes can be really good-looking dudes.
Really, yeah, absolutely. Frank West is easily one of my favorite characters. And like across the board, design and like temperamentally of the last generation of consoles. Really, like, great character.
He's one of them.
Also, Keiji Inafune is like one of the best people to interview, because that dude will say whatever. He does not give a damn. He will say it.
United States Marshal. Who also say
What about the guy
Best
with
part
the
is
star
his
on
translator will be there and be like, I can't say that. No. You're gonna say it.
Workaholic.
You know, he's also made some absolutely emotionally harrowing games in the past few years. Like, I was like legit worried about his state of mind after playing Soul Sacrifice.
Oh my god, I love that game.
Great game, but boy, is it grim.
It is.
Find a reason to live.
Oh my gosh.
Don't you worry, he'll give you the Mega Man you've always wanted.
The Mega Man I've always wanted. Not the Mega Man I've always wanted, but the Mega Man I need.
Mega Man you deserve.
Everybody, we have gone right past the end time for Joystiq Streams. It is 5:03, and we're going to be wrapping up now.
So I'm confused. Was just supposed to crash the plane? Is this the game? Is the game about the plane?
The game. This is the episode. It's episodic. This is the first episode after the prologue, and this one's on the plane, and then the second episode takes place somewhere else.
Snow is on the back. When did that change?
It's actually all on the plane, but it's in different versions.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
everyone.
Cool.
Thank you so much for joining us. We will be back tomorrow. Maybe with a stream later in the afternoon, but we will be streaming a Joystiq roundtable. About half of the staff is going to be hanging out, talking about the ins and outs of Shadow of Mordor. Myself and Alexander will be on with Richard Mitchell and Ernest Cavalli, Ludwig Kitzman, and Sav D'Amatos. Talk about threatening Oryx. You know how we do. So that will be starting at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll be here. You can also check it out on Google Plus and joystiq.com. That's JOYSTIQ.com. A lot of good stuff this week. A lot of good stuff.
Indeed.
Go to the site right now, and you can check out Jess's review of the that is up for you. Will there be spoilers tomorrow, Sparks SV? Yes, there will be. You didn't know it, but they will all be well marked. We'll always say when there's going to be spoilers coming up. We will also have a review of Alien Isolation tomorrow from Ludwig Kitzman, and a piping hot plate of Joystiq podcast.
Oh wait, is that tomorrow?
That's tomorrow.
The Alien Isolation the review's going up tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very interesting period. I'm a little bit ahead of where Ludwig is in the game, and I'm very curious about how his review comes out based on where he is in the game. Not an evaluative statement. Didn't do anything.
Just
Not
wondering.
an evaluative statement. All I said was Alien Isolation is a game, and it interests me. Please follow us
That lightning strike.
and Twitter and
How
Google
did you
Plus.
know about
And
it?
get this, cats, if
Before
you
it
follow
even
us on
happened.
those places this
Don't
week,
tell me you can control lightning
a
strikes.
chance to win a copy of Skylanders Trap Team for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Wii U, the tablet edition. So yeah, go to Joystiq for more details on that. You can follow Jess on Twitter at JessCondit, Condit with 2 T's, 1 D. You can follow Alexander at Slowinski on
I just put it right in the chat.
right in the chat. It's right there. And you can follow me at @AJohnAgnello, or as I'm known for the month of October on Twitter, Necromanthony Agnello. I don't know why I went into John Lovitz mode. I know exactly why I went into John Lovitz mode.
Yeah.
Anyway, everybody, see you tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here. Bye-bye.
Bye. After I switch it over,
The engine isn't damaged.
Xbox stop broadcasting.